Nalin Kohli, Senior Advocate, Supreme Court, and also part of the BJP, joins us. Thank you, Mr. Kohli, as always, for speaking to NDTV. What are your big takeaways, sir, from this impressive victory? Also, congratulations on the BJP's victory. But the question that people are asking, why did people of Maharashtra not vote this way just 5 months before, during the Lok Sabha elections? What really changed in the last 5 months?
I think, Vasudha, you've covered elections a long time. I've been around also for a long time. This kind of analysis is easy armchair analysis, because we've seen several elections now over the last 2.5 decades that I've been with the BJP, which is that during the same time, if you have Lok Sabha and Vidhan Sabha together, often the results are diametrically opposite. So I don't think you can read a Lok Sabha and a Vidhan Sabha compulsorily in the same thing. Sometimes there is a commonality, sometimes there's not. What's the big takeaway is that Maharashtra has given a historic victory to the BJP and its allies. Each one of the partners has done exceptionally well. The BJP has an almost 90% strike rate in its seats. The Shiv Sena, Eknath Shinde group, has a strike rate of just under 70%. And Mr. Ajit Pawar's strike rate in terms of winning the seats is just over 70%. Contrast that with the three constituents on the other side. The Congress party barely has about 20% strike rate, losing 80%. Mr. Sharad Pawar's party has a strike rate of 10-12%, and approximately Mr. Uddhav Thackeray's party holds the same kind of numbers. So they've been trounced. That means that the messaging that was going from the BJP compared to the messaging of the other side, the BJP's messaging has gone home, and people have come out decisively across all regions of Maharashtra, which is a big point, because often in Maharashtra, the different regions throw up different results.
Right.
All regions of Maharashtra, they've come out and voted clearly for the BJP and its alliance partners. Second, if I look at the by-elections, in the by-elections, again, the BJP has done very well. In Uttar Pradesh, 7 out of 9. In Assam, 5 out of 5. In Rajasthan, if I recall, it's, I think, 5 out of 7. In Bihar, it's 4 out of 4.
Right.
So broadly, we have really done well in the by-elections. Now comes the question of Jharkhand. In terms of vote share, we've got the highest. Now that's not translated into seats. So the analysis that will be required now is that despite having the highest vote share, what is the division of votes costing us, or the non-inclusion of a certain segment of votes with us? And the BJP has always been a fast learner from its mistakes. And I think finally, the most important is that the leadership that we have in the center, that is under Prime Minister Narendra Modi, in terms of his messaging and his credibility, which is what our governments in the state are following, that's resonating consistently from 2013 when he was the prime ministerial candidate, and from 2014 when he's been incumbent. Right. So all in all, it's a very good day.
Yes, Mr. Kohli, also what can we expect in Maharashtra now that BJP has this impressive performance on its own? It does not need allies the way it needed them just a few months ago. Tell us what can we expect in the next few days, because BJP is clearly in the driving seat now. It's going to call the shots. What can we expect?
So, Vasudha, first, I think for the BJP, it's important that not just as our messaging has gone, the people, and we thank them, the voters have resoundingly put that faith. And I think in Maharashtra, what the voters and the citizens of Maharashtra can expect is a good governance model that's going to build on the double engine model that we have. Second is, I think, on the leadership, I think Devendra Fadnavis has just spoken very eloquently, and your channel has carried it. I think in terms of the BJP and its allies, we have gone into this election together. And the BJP has even earlier in the national level, in 2014-19, despite getting clear majority ourselves, we have respected our alliance and respected our alliance partners and continued with it. So why should that difference be seen in any way? Those who are trying to build a narrative on that, if I may say so, trying to fish in waters that are very calm and still and have no trouble at all.
Right. Mr. Kohli, of course, there are very few days to go now for the Mahayuti to actually spell out the details in terms of who will be the chief ministerial face, or if there are going to be any significant changes from what the arrangement was going into the elections. And we have also seen that, you know, there were certain hiccups that both the Mahayuti and the MVA felt in terms of managing the rebel factor. That was something that we saw in the run-up to the elections. But now post-elections, are there any hurdles that you expect to encounter leading up to the final swearing-in ceremony, which will take place most likely next week?
No, I don't think so. Because even if I would look at the pre-election stage, in every election, the number of aspirants will always exceed the number of seats. And there will be a certain set of people who, in that emotive moment, tend to then declare their candidature beyond the party line. But often, over a period of time, they return to the party fold.
Right.
And we recognize that eventually that was a decision in haste and a decision out of personal ambition taking over. Second, no question of hiccups, because we have a clear majority, in fact, a historic mandate, and the focus it has to be and will be is about serving the people with a developmental model. This is an opportunity for Maharashtra to build on the double-engine government. Right. After all, Mumbai is the financial capital of India. Maharashtra is a very, very important state. It has historically been development and other things. So I think it's a good opportunity. I think it's going to be smooth sailing. If at all I see hiccups and coughs on the other side.
Right. And even if there are hiccups, Mr. Kohli, we will not get to know because BJP is like that. Thank you, Mr. Kohli, for speaking to NDTV.